Right, so these are our raised veggie patches, and we've got the good old ryobi here with the rotary hoe attachment on it. Now, even though we have sifted the dirt for our veggie patch, we get stones for Africa. If there's one thing we can grow, it's stones. So yeah, we still do need to mulch it up quite a bit. We've had some pretty bumper crops. This is sort of what my winter veggie patches look like. My winter veggie growing skills are severely lacking, to say the least. But yeah, the soil just needs turning over, and it's a real pain getting in there with the fork and the shovel and everything, especially if you're planting out the whole lot. So we're going to give it a turn over with this. Now these are also where most of my chicken pooing's up in this garden. We've got some rotten apples in there at the moment. We're just going to mulch that all in. I figure, hey, it's all compost. And we've been given a trailer load of horse poo as well from one of the locals, which is neat. So yeah, we're just going to mulch it all up and get it all ready for the spring garden to start getting planted. Yay! See, now normally the ryobi is like my baby. I kind of take over possession of that, but every now and then I need to make Clint feel a bit special. You know, he needs to know that he is part of it. And so it's important to let your husband feel a bit special. You've got to let him play with the power tools.
Yep, she's having a go at it now. It won't take her long to wear out. Trust me. I did most of it, and she's going to pretend that she did it all. I know what she's about.
Right, so we've got our own little production line going on here. We got a free trailer full of horse poo from one of the locals, and yeah, so we're just divvying it into each of the veggie patches. We've only got one rake at the moment, so Olivia's she's chief rakerer, and yeah. So we'll probably put a bit more in that one because it's a bit low on dirt. But yeah, so we'll just divvy this up, and then we'll use the good old ryobi to mix all the dirt and poo together. So hopefully we'll get a nice bounty crop this year. Putting some in there. There's a bucket full, Sam. Good job.
Wow.
So yeah, we've just got this all nice and ready, so we'll take you through what we're gonna do. Naturally it does save you a lot of money growing your own veggies. It's not just about that though, it actually gets the kids eating the veggies. For example, today we actually just dug up our last round of carrots. Now the kids have been saying, carrot sticks, boring, and yet they were literally fighting at lunchtime over who got to eat what carrot. And so it is a lot more exciting. You grow your own veggies, you get the kids involved, it teaches them lifelong lessons, and you know, gets them eating good food. And hello. No, there's not. Oh, big pile there that he's raking. Get to work.
Hiya!
Anyway. Also, if you're growing all your own produce, and I mean, you know, we've got some big veggie patches, sometimes we end up with excess stuff. It's a great goodwill thing, you know, give a bunch of carrots to your friends and family, do a swap and a trade and whatnot, and it's win-win all round. So get out there and do it.
Sam, how old are you? Just for the people out in TV land to know. How old are you, Sam?
Big loud voice.
5.
And you cleaned up and swept this whole trailer on your own. Well, I know you did, so good girl.
Yay.
I'll give you $1 for that because you were persevering. Hard work should pay off. Good on you, love.
We're at my kitchen and we chose all the seed packets.
What have we chosen?
We've chosen lettuce and
Oh,
then we have to grow cucumber and then we have to grow capsicum and then we have to grow
radishes.
radishes
Wow.
and then we have to grow capsicum and then we have to grow
Spinach.
carrots. We have to, what is called?
Spinach.
Then we have to grow spinach.
Wow.
And
We're going to be busy.
I'm a farmer plowing up the garden.
Oh, good job.
I'm a farmer plowing up the garden. We married each other because we both wanted to be a farmer when we grew up.
You married each other.
Yeah,
You married your brother.
yeah.
That's just wrong.
But I need a whole team to farm. When the white makes a pile in the white, that's putting up a pile.
Well, no, we don't want you making a pile. You're meant to be raking it nice and even for all the veggies to be planted. Do the spinach. Slightly different plan. I'm doing the spinach in this garden because this one just gets a bit more sun, and spinach does need a lot of sun. So these only have to be to a depth of about 1 centimetre. So I just want my fingers make a little.
Get the poo out of the way.
Well, it's a lot of this is poo. You're gonna have to get past that.
Oh,
Now the carpet. We've got some strips of old carpet, and we actually put that down to suppress the weeds. Obviously, you still need to weed in between the plants in the rows, but it just gets rid of all the weeds that are in between. So, yeah. Do another row of these as well because we like spinach, don't we? I put spinach in just about everything when I've got it on hand. Just mix it in with stuff and chop it up small so it's too hard for the likes of Sam to pick out. Cruel am I. Right. So we're using some old bricks that we've got for weighing down. Just pop that down there, don't need that one just yet. Weighing down the carpet because we get some pretty big winds where we are. So right, so we've done 2 rows of spinach. I've just put the packet there to mark because I am in the habit of forgetting what I planted. I'm a bit special like that. Now next, radish. We won't put carpet between the rows because the rows only need to be like 2 centimetres apart. So our plan this time is to actually be onto it. We're just going to do a couple of rows of spinach, then when we start harvesting that spinach, then we plant more. So we get a continuous supply. So we'll see how we go with that.
Mom.
Yep, well hang on, little part.
I think last time we had a bit of a failing with the kids and we gave one of them a handful of seeds and they planted them all in one spot and then we couldn't pick them out.
And then they sneezed and they got dropped. And no, we not drop them. So just pop them in, Sam.
One by one.
Yep, pop them in by one, just like about that.
Oops, essence is gone.
And we that's fine. It means we're going to get a surprise radish somewhere. Yep.
Oh, some more surprise radishes.
Surprise radishes.
Four more surprise radishes. Our children making life slow and difficult since 2010.
Speaking of which, Olivia's not here helping us. She got a better offer. We're invited to her friend Max's house, so she's ditching us today. But we're going to hear all about it when we say we did a video that she's not in. Oh, the wrath of Olivia. Now. So we are just planting some carrots, yay! Because the last crop of carrots you guys loved, didn't you? There is something so much yummier about home-killed carrots than the ones at the supermarket. They are so much nicer and sweeter and yummier. And even if you just end up growing little minis, which we sometimes do, they're great in the kids' lunch boxes. But yeah, we're pretty big on our carrots.
These carrots look like bugs.
They look like bugs. Do you think they'll grow into big bugs? I could put bugs in your lunchbox.
And Aston is currently being a digger.
Not sure if you can hear the broom noises, but they're happening. Bury them over. Want to bury over your rose lamb?
But it's worth to get free vegetables.
Yeah, well they're not entirely free. I mean, you got to pay for the seeds.
I know.
But
Just
they're much cheaper and much yummier, aren't they?
Although I must admit, one day we will get on to letting some go to seed and do it like our grandfathers used to do it, perhaps.
Yeah, one day
Auntie,
we will be that organised. So, we are going to plant cucumbers. We like cucumber, don't we? Thank you, Sam. Right. So.
As you saw before, we were using carpet strips on our garden to use as weed mats, and they actually last for about 7 years as weed mats if you look after them. We actually hang them up here, let them dry out so we can reuse them year after year. And we've got all different types of sizes. Now I used to cut all of them by laying them on the ground and getting a long straight edge and cutting with a knife. And that worked, but it was pretty tedious, so I've come up with a quicker way how to cut it. And what I've done is I want some 100mm strips, so I measure 100mm, 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 and this takes all the effort. I can cut 10 of these before I cut one. And this is what my technique. I squish it down, get where I want it to go, and I plug the circular saw in, like yay, and there's your little laser on there, this is on my mark.
Lucky is.
That was
100mm strip of carpet. Of course you can do it in longer 350s, 400s, 500s, just depending on your wrap. And that goes just over 2 meters long if you wrap it up nice and tight. It's just what's underneath there like you saw, that's enough to get across a 2 metre stretch.
Right, look at that. How organised is that looking? So we've got the spinach, radish, carrots, cucumber, lettuce and capsicum. Yay! So yes, we'll see how that goes. Me and Aston forgot to pick up the beetroot. How could we forget the beetroot, Aston? So we'll head into Mitre 10 again on the weekend. I mean during the week sometime. Pick up some beetroot and yeah, we haven't got around to planting the potatoes, but enthusiasm is waning. The sun is waning and I've got dinner to make. Hopefully a nice bumper crop of veggies. We will keep you updated.
Mum,
Yes. Do we want people to like and subscribe? Thank you very much. Yes.
I want to put something away.
You want to put something away? There's a big rake. Oh, no. You were banned from touching the rakes, weren't you? Because you were not trusted. That's just what happens when you don't do what we tell you to do. You don't stop doing stuff. Hey. When we tell you to stop, you got to stop doing stuff. Like raking places you shouldn't. I'm afraid there's a rake ban. He's banned from rakes. It's a cruel life. But subscribe, even though I'm a cruel mother.